Very reserved in responding to useless and baseless allegations because they are under police investigation. Really appeal that we are really credited with some intelligence, that we have some brains better than what we are hearing. And it's unfortunate that our country can occupy space of media talking about imaginations.
I told you, he doesn't know how to do.
All right, Honorable Beatrice Zelachi is already talking about it, but when you listen to that, of course, he's the principal secretary in charge of Interior Affairs, and that extends to internal security. Has it just been hot here that you've been treated for the past, how many weeks, since 26th of June 2019? He still thinks that they are baseless allegations.
Useless and baseless allegations.
Well, you know, first of all, before we go to the useless and baseless allegations, we need to ask ourselves, the person who has this story, definitely you were somewhere around them, because this was CSS in a room, as they as it said. And therefore, you who has this story, you are the one now who is putting Kenya into a very, very wrong path. If you really, really, dearly love the Deputy President, you must come out with this story clearly. And there is no place in earth, now let me talk like a security expert, that you will come, we are plotting to kill someone. There are documents. There is a letter that tells you, come now, we are going to plan. In any security in the world? Never. It has never, and it will never. So if
was this all just a joke?
Well, I have said, whoever did it, and you love the Deputy President, and you want to protect him, come out with this story clearly. But don't now take us into a full 1 week. There are many other issues that are affecting Kenyans, many. And there are many who have been assassinated and we don't talk about them.
For the FBI to be brought in?
For the FBI to be brought in, it's because now you want to start depicting the challenges that we are facing in between and say now, yes, oh, our DCI will not do a good thing, they'll be compromised. Fine, let the FBI do it also, so that they are not compromised. And if the worst is to the worst, document can be taken. By the way, it is so easy to retrieve a document, where it started, where that one you don't even need to, you don't need FBI, you need our young students at the university. They will even tell you the computer at this hour was doing this. So wow, what are we talking about? Yeah, and if somebody signed on it, it will be told so well, this signature is for Wanga or Elachi. Today in this world. So I'm wondering, I'll bring the story of Gladys Wanga. Look at how they unraveled all her the documents and the documents. Who was doing? Young people were the ones who brought up all those documents. And that's what helped her at one point to say, look, some of these things are not mine. So for me, in the world of technology today, even you can go and know the writing, everything can come out very clearly. And that is why even if you destroy a document, when you bring in experts of security, they will patch that document back to a document. So today when we are talking all this, we have to be very serious. We are talking about the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. And you cannot now say some CSS decided to kill. And then the next question will be, so then to kill for?
All right, Honorable Wanga, P.S. Kibicho says that he's quoted as saying, we must be a country that is led by logic and facts. The political interference we have continued to see being exerted on officers is unfortunate. And he is a civil servant working at a high level within government. Just what does political interference do, the political noise that we have, what does it do to civil servants, and how capable are they, even in this case, how capable is DCI to conduct credible investigation into this saga?
Yeah, first of all, I want to agree 100% with P.S. Kibicho. I thank him for his courage, because many people would have said, or let me not respond to that story. But I think when he says these are baseless, it's because, as he said, nobody has, including the Deputy President, has not recorded a statement to say, this is what I know about this issue. Or whoever it is that said, you know, this has happened, nobody has recorded any statement on this matter. So when he says baseless, it means untested, unconfirmed, uncorroborated, unfounded, you know. And when he says useless, you know, futile, pointless, you know, those are, so really, he just means what he says, because nobody has gone to report, to be honest. When the CSs were invited, they were told, can you respond to allegations? Then they said, okay, what are we responding to? Because we have a criminal justice system that has order. If I say right now, if I make a claim that my life is in danger, whoever, the first thing I will be told is, can you please record a statement with the police so that there is a reference from which we are operating. That way you can move on. But then there's the case of that letter. I'm coming to the point of interference with, because I've spoken to it myself, the issue of intimidation of public servants, because of, you know very well that they're unable to stand on a podium to respond because of the confines of their work. So, but on the, I mean, the point I wanted to raise before I go to the issue of civil servants is the letter, you know, that was supposed to have raised all this is now turning out slowly and slowly, and we're waiting for investigations and so on, that it was even maybe a fakery. So this is why it says it's baseless and it's useless. It is taking a lot of our time for no reason. We should focus on things that affect the lives of Kenyans. Right. But now, why would politicians want to all the time speak about civil servants? Kibicho is an appointee of the president. If you have a problem with him, face the president. You know, in law there is a saying that when a strong man crashes your mother's smoking pipe, what you do is you don't face the strong man. You start saying to your mother, Mom, now why do you just put your smoking pipe on the road? You know, why? You know, that's the Luo saying. When a strong man crashes your pipe, you are unable to face the strong man. That is the situation that is happening right now. These people are unable to face the strong man. Now they're saying, Mother, why is your smoking pipe forever on the path of the, you know? So this is not what should happen. Civil servants must be left to do their work. And I've seen rallies over the weekend. You're saying, oh, Kibicho, you know, raining insults on the PS, knowing very well that he will not take a political podium to respond. Oh, you know, CS Matiang'i, this and that, hi na ile. Those politicians must stop and face the strong man. Right. Face the president. If they have a problem with these CSs, face the president and tell the president we have a problem, because the president is a politician and can take the podium and respond, not the civil servants.
Joy, we are calling, or rather PS Kibicho is calling them useless and baseless allegations. Then are we going to see, which has kind of caused a rift within the cabinet, so are we going to see a repeat of 2005 where Mwai Kibaki decided to scrap his cabinet? Could you see that being a possibility?
Probably not yet at this point. Let me look at it less politically, without the color of politics, and just look at it logically. PS Kibicho has been mentioned very prominently. I would not expect him to say, by the way, there is merit in that letter. Because if you are the one who's supposed to be featuring, you're starring, you must deny, deny, deny. If he has a good advocate, he has told him, deny, 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 deny. And that's what he is doing. And he's singing to the script according to what is prudent for him. But, like Honorable Elachi said, this is the person of the Deputy President we're talking about. He has been in politics for how many years? This is the first time we're hearing him talking about an assassination plot. That tells me... Exactly. That tells me, and you know how this entire thing happened. He didn't even go to DCI direct. He told the president, who now called the DCI and called the PSs and told the CSs and told them, go report to DCI. So that tells me there's something else going on here that we don't know. Maybe there was a plot. Maybe the CSs are just the poor scapegoats in this entire thing. You know, it's one of those things where you want to tell Bessie something, but rather than tell Bessie, you tell Zinzi so that Bessie can hear what you're telling Zinzi. Maybe there was a plot that we don't know, and somebody decided, you know what? let me just say, wewe sisi wewe. But I'm hoping the person who's really plotting is hearing me. Now, that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at this now from, because it doesn't make any sense otherwise. Why would somebody make such an outrageous claim unless there was actually something there? That's one.
Right.
Secondly, the timing of it also doesn't make any sense. If you're looking at it for political expediency, you would have timed it closer to the elections where sympathy votes would actually benefit you. 3 years before the election. It doesn't make any sense. But I'm with PS Kibicho on one thing. The fact that it is already in the hands of the DCI and the FBI, I really want to see if this was just a prank, heads need to roll. If there's actually something in it, heads need to roll. But it's so serious an allegation that has put the country at such tenterhooks, it cannot be wished away. I don't want this swept under the carpet. We need to know exactly what happened and why it happened.
And Bessie, that brings me to my next question then. Let's remove the politics out of this. CS Kinjuri of Agriculture, when he was speaking to Inoro FM, said that he's unable to deliver on his projects because of too much politicking. The politics that is also affecting the executive, the cabinet secretaries. Doesn't that not make enough threshold then for a reshuffle or for a scrapping of it if projects, hospitals, schools, water are not being brought to, Kenyans?
Yeah. First, to add what she has said, I support what Joy has said. If we're going to put this end of the assassination, let the investigative bodies tell us exactly, so that we don't have speculation and then cause unnecessary tension in the country. Now, for the CSs, I think we need to draw the line, politics and professionalism. You can't tell me you can't deliver because of politics. It is not politics that appointed you. It is you to do your job, and you do it right. And if the president does, he told them when he was appointing them, if the work is too much, resign.
Exactly.
And I will tell them, don't use politics as a scapegoat. There are some of those cabinet secretaries, if I were the president today, they would be shown the door faster than they sat on that seat, because they have been sitting on their job saying it is politics.
Who exactly?
Who exactly? I'll start with the Treasury. CS, Rotich. Why? You cannot, the inflation rate in this country, we have no economy. If he can do a balance sheet and 0-0 goes there, then he thinks the country is going. For me, those are you go to the agriculture, we have good climate smart agriculture that we can use to make Kenya food secure. Yes, we have the one for Kinjuri and group. Yeah, they're busy politicking, and look at ICT, Musheru.
So is this the cost of having CSAs be technocrats, not technocrats, but rather picked as politicians, as another voting bloc, as another way of saying, I'm giving you this seat so your people feel represented? Is this the price that we're having to pay for choosing technocrats, for choosing politicians vis-a-vis technocrats?
Yes, because everybody has a mandate. The cabinet secretary cannot come and tell us that it is politics that is making him not deliver. Who asked you to engage in politics? You have mandate, you have roles, you have what you need to deliver. So deliver to the Kenyan people.
Yeah, actually, this story of politics, I don't understand, because all these jobs are created by politics. The president is elected through a political process. So I think if you are inept, you're inept. Because your job requires politics, actually. Because just looking at how to, give resources, distribute it across the country, politics.
Right.
Because you will have to say, oh, Joy, you're from that other region, this is from this region, let's balance it that way. The budget process, politics. Dealing with politicians in the parliament, politics.
All right.
So you must be able to maneuver. And if you're unable to maneuver, surely the door is open. Leave.
All right. We need to take a break, because you're talking about politics. When we come back, we'll be talking about a letter that you have seen of the Parliamentary Service Commission to the SRC. They want higher pay. They want to be paid at the same level with the Court of Appeal judges, at least 1 million shillings. So we come back with that in a moment.
We asked